everybody. We're back to playing some more Devil May Cry 5. I just want to inform you guys that I won't be going back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm done with that. It got so boring. I know I put it on my list of favorite video games and stuff I like about it. I just wish it wasn't padded the hell out. And it's the same way I was feeling about Black Flag halfway through that game. So there's not going to be any more Assassin's Creed games. I don't care what they do in the future, but I'll never play another Assassin's Creed game ever again. I can't. Until they make their narrative tight, then there's no point in playing the Assassin's Creed game. Doesn't mean there's no Ubisoft game I might. It doesn't mean I won't be playing any Ubisoft games in general, but just Assassin's Creed in particular, I am not, messing around with those anymore. But anyway, let's continue on with some more Devil May Cry 5. I also want to thank all the recent subscribers. It's like at least a good handful in the past few days. You guys are amazing. And tons of views on a lot of my videos. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. And I think I'll be wrapping up Darksiders 2 today. The animation looks beautiful. Okay, we'll be continuing with Mission 3, Flying Hunter. And also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to Talkative Carl on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. With the city in the grip of a full-scale demon invasion, Nero found himself battling and beating a gargantuan demon at a church in the infested city. After meeting up with V, Nero learned that the infestation can be traced back to a demonic tree known as the Qliphoth. Looks like the only way to free the city is to attack the Qliphoth at its roots.
I think we should split into two groups.
And cover more ground. Good idea.
Behold, my genius. Cash first.
I already seen this
All the
last
materials
time.
I collected for your little pet projects don't count for anything.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it.
Well, your quality control sucks ass, and you know that.
Or maybe don't let the demon smack you around so much.
Whatever.
I am truly gifted. It's a work of art.
Oh, so you're an artist now, huh?
Yes, I am. Got any questions, little chicken? My grandmother was called the 45 caliber virtuoso, legendary gunsmith. I hope to be like her someday, an artist and a lethal artisan. Everything I create is art, whether it's a gun or a steel pot to cook birds in. Any more questions? Huh? Little chickie.
I'll take my leave now. And if I don't see you along the way, I'll see you at the bottom of the Qliphoth.
Sure. What are you gonna do?
I gotta shake the cobwebs out. I'll let you know. Hey, you got any more questions? Better ask it now. I can't read minds. Ooh, well, yeah.
Yeah, next week on Saturday, might not be streaming that day because I'm seeing some friends. But because of that, because I don't want to feel like I'm shortchanging you guys, so I will be streaming on Wednesday. So, doing my normal stuff, but instead of like, taking a break on Wednesdays and Thursday, I'll stream a little bit on Wednesday, but then Saturday I'll probably I could take a break on that day and be back on the following Sunday, just so you guys know. On my Twitch a couple of days ago, there was a new follower named Jennifer Lopez 5. I know it's probably not really
right,
Jennifer
move out.
Lopez, but come on, that's just funny. She is so cute.
So much for teamwork.
Dang, I should have revved up my sword. Pyro bat. You're welcome.
Think I'll handle the closer one first. Gotta start somewhere.
You look over there, you get to see V over that direction. Wondering why he's not. There you go. Ragtime. I love Ragtime. It's my favorite one. Oh, did I mess that up? Can't break that.
Screw it. We're taking this fucking thing down.
I'm surprised like the military don't like calling like, I mean it's everywhere like Nico said, but like nobody's taking any kind of like
Great.
you know
Now the roots are in my
like you know terror strikes or something or other. Because these a lot of these things are affected by fire, so a bomb or a missile or something or other can easily you know, take care of these things. The same.
These roots have to be coming from somewhere.
This is like a great sequel to the DMC4, man. Because before this, we had like the DMC is supposed to be like some kind of like reboot, and it's like did so poorly, and we all knew it looked like it was gonna suck, and sure enough, it did. Glad I didn't waste any money on that game, but they have to like make up to the fans. I don't know if anybody remembers, or maybe they don't want to remember what shit show what DMC was. The reboot. aerial guys. I mean, like, this game, they made sure, like, not only make a great game, but make sure bring back everything people love about DMC, and make sure they could continue off with the story proper with Nero. Obviously, from DMC 4 was like unresolved narrative. It's lineage.
Nobody move!
Sometimes hack and slashing games are just like, when it's done well, it's just so much fun.
Bingo.
But it's so much more than that, you know? Into line. Oh, I remember now. There's something upstairs, but it's nothing to worry about. Already collected. There's more blood up there. Death scissors.
You want me to follow you? No way, asshole. You bring that shit to me.
These things are a pain in the ass, man. There we go. When I tell you those things are a pain in the ass, I'm not lying.
Without strength, you can't protect anything. I know that.
Don't need it, but force a habit. Seriously, who uses payphones anymore? And the improbability of that even happening with that van is the reason why I love this
There's no
game.
such thing
'Cause
as too
it's just
prepared.
good, dumb fun, man. It's not supposed to be taken so seriously. Rev this up a bit. Artemis.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh? This demon. There's something different about it.
Go, baby, go!
I dodged that.
So annoying. How about I shut you up?
I nearly escaped that. Booyah! Nice little ender.
Dante's friend.
It's Lady.
You know her?
From my gunsmith days.
What?
Can't believe you do this to Kyrie. I'm gonna have to tell her, man. I'm joking. Hey, loosen up your jockstrap.
Haha.
Don't do anything I would do. Chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow.
Kyrie would kill me right now.
No place for a lady. Nero and V split up to find separate paths to the Clyfoth, the demonic tree. Nero encountered a deadly demon wielding light as a weapon. When defeated, it turned out to contain Lady. Can she shed some light on the battle with the Demon King? And what is V's true motive?
So, V, you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope. But for now, we have a more pressing engagement.
He kind of looks like Adam Driver to me, you know? Kylo Ren. Would be cool if he had like a Kylo Ren kind of outfit. Mission 4, V. Griffin's electrifying double check skill lasts for a long time. There's certain moves that happen on accident, but I can't make it do when I want to. Like Griffin's ability to shoot down like a ball of electricity and it splits off into two beams.
We have a minor errand before we reach Urizen.
Oh, genius says be careful. Yeah, no shit, Shirley. Ain't that right, V? I mean, you are fragile at the moment. Wouldn't take much to wipe you out in a sticky situation. I'm just saying that running away is okay. It's always okay to run away if you're not up for it.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, Shakespeare. Just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, because killing them ain't my stick. I got your back, because dying is whack. Leave the ones around you to the big thing. Don't let it run alone, V. You know you can't kill me.
Like so.
Flawless victory. This dying is whack. Yep, and there goes Nero. Reap what you sow.
Descend it is.
What's this? I'll say, is that a secret thing? No, it's not. No, it is not. Okay. More of these couldn't hurt.
This bridge looks unstable. No escape.
Clear path for Nero. You know, he also kind of looks like Michael Cera if you
I will
combine
not
him with that
allow him to gain any more power.
You know, I tweeted earlier today because I was thinking about Detective Pikachu, and I was like, I want a live action Yu-Gi-Oh movie, man. Because, like, how dope would that be, man? And of course, I want to star in it, obviously. Not anything significant, but at least get a part of something that needs to come full circle like that for me. But, you know, also get get the cameras of all the voice actors who were a part of that, you know, the series as a whole. That would be freaking fantastic.
Rest in peace.
Huh. What was that? I don't know. I knew I was pressing the right button. Don't know why I wasn't doing that before.
Human blood is the source of his strength. I must cut off his supply. Pinned to the wall. Up you go. Fall to hell. Up you go.
There we go. There you go.
Slice him. Pierce through him.
I'm a superstar, B!
Slice.
You were acting like... Coming at you, baby!
Go. Rise. Slice them. Pardon me.
There we go. Hey Ash, how you doing?
A phone. I wonder if I can reach that woman.
Oh, I think I'm getting tired than I thought I would be. It's been a long day.
Come meet me. I'm at...
Yeah. Keep your panties on. I see ya already. Be right there. Yo, you just here to window shop?
How's your day going, Ash? I'm doing alright. Got home from work.
If you're done, get moving. I'm gonna have to close it and head out.
And that's the first time she said something like that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just, you know, kind of tired from work. I might, once I do this boss battle, I might, just, kind of, start the video, and I'll probably have to take a nap. I don't want to pass out in the middle of stream, you know. But I'll make it up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Chicago time, so I can do Pokemon video and, you know, more stuff.
Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's not even mess with this guy, V. He can't even leave the Clyphod anyway. Just a Clyphod parasite. Uh-oh. I think he heard me. And he's angry!
Not in this lifetime. As the air to a bird, or the sea to a fish, so is contempt to the contemptible. If the fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise.
Don't try to think too much, shithead!
You guys can
Even the big bad kitty knows you got shit for brains!
At your pleasure. Go. The cutworm forgives the plow. What do you say?
Okay, alright, that's not good at all. That's not good. Well, hey, wait, where are you going? Are you running away? That's not a good sign.
I'm afraid then that's a little bit more than I can take on right now.
Oh, get out of me!
Better score than last time. Get off the couch next time. The demons at V's command made short work of the great demon parasiting the roots of the Clypha, but the arrival of a colossal demonic monstrosity destroyed the road ahead, plunging V underground. No, like I'm hanging on with like Flash, but
These Glyphot roots,
I mean,
They're everywhere.
Well, we are underground.
1 second.
Then I guess we have some clearing up to do.
And me without my gardening shears.
Yeah, I mean the CW is just the same thing with the Powerpuff Girls that's coming to the CW, which stars Chloe Bennett, who is like a Chicago native like me, and it's like it'll be cool to meet her. But she playing like an adult. This is like adult Powerpuff Girls, so this is like she playing Blossom. And the thing is, a lot of CW shows start out very well written in like 1 or 2 seasons in, but there's always like a dip in quality, because like, you know, Black Lightning's on its 3rd season, and the second, at least halfway through the 2nd season, was like a dip in quality. After the 3rd season of Green Arrow, it started showing like a ups and downs in quality. The Legends of Tomorrow straight up was crap, at least in my opinion. But people talking about like you gotta embrace the goofiness. It's like, no, like there's certain things you can't turn your brain off. There's certain things that's too much dumb and none consistent things. It's like weird. And the CW got like a nasty habit for like the excessive melodrama. And then this like what do you call it? Because I was literally thinking about this today. It's funny that you mentioned Ash, but they got a bad habit to like pushing like this, like very forced. In, you know, I appreciate inclusions for people of all backgrounds, like LGBT plus Q community, you know, black people like me and like, you know, Hispanic people and all shapes and sizes, but it's just like it seems so forced, like, you know, it doesn't seem organic, you know what I mean? And it's just like I heard like Superman Lois is doing very well, but not a lot of people like the Lois character. And it's just that, you know, after, it's like a domino effect. It's playing. A lot of people I know, you know, after Green Arrow, you know, was over, which is miraculous, they managed to like, you know, tie it up in like a nice bow as they did. And after the whole Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline, which those Crisis and crossover event things, those were fun. I give it that. Especially the last one. Yeah, Flash season 4 was okay, but 5 was high garbage. Season 6 started okay, and then yeah, the Flash had like roller coasters, because the first season of Flash was fantastic. Then by the second season, you see that slow dip. It wasn't, you know, big, but you know it's that slow dip in quality as stuff progressed. Because the whole, how many times have you seen they do this same old keeping secrets from each other? It's like, I'm trying to protect you, so I lie to you, and they keep doing that same doggone thing. And CW got a nasty habit of like hiring, like, you know, like you got nothing but beautiful people. There's no normal looking people. They all gotta be extremely hot, like models. I like Lois' character, but she's treated as a side character. It would make more sense just to call it Superman. Yeah, I could have just made it Superman. And that's another thing, Supergirl, which is, you know, coming up with this like is doing one final season of that. A lot of her, like early on, because her first season when it was on a different network was phenomenal, but then once it went over to the CW, then you saw you know, it's like a little dip in quality, and that forced to include, because like her sisters, like, you know, I understand like some people you know, feelings change when it comes to like, because she like started off as like dating all these guys, but you know, like it's some stuff didn't work out, then all of a sudden like, oh, I might like girls, and like it stuff like that happens, yeah, sure, but it's just that it seemed out of nowhere, you know, like you just quickly jump to I'm gay. Not like it doesn't happen, I cannot say it does not happen, but it's just that it just seems so forced sometimes. And that's one where, because I love the Powerpuff Girls cartoon, and that is gonna be in that same category, just like, you know, Flash and Supergirl, and like those other CW shows that I don't watch, that's not superhero related, like what do you call it? Not Supernatural. I watch Supernatural. That has their. Ironically, Supernatural had more hits than losses, which is, ironic. But even they weren't exempt from, that forced melodrama. Superboy, yeah, and that's another thing. I don't know. Every gay, like every character gotta be gay. It's just like, I remember like I think the last season of The Flash, they had like a run in with the Pied Piper, one of the Flash's villains. Not any point, because I read my fair share of Flash comics. It's not really a big deal. Piper was not like a big Flash villain, but you just made him gay. And it's like he came in like it's one of his like guys that's part of his crew that was like doing some kind of heist or something like that. But at the end of the episode, it's like turned out they're like, oh yeah, that's his boyfriend that's part of his crew too. And then it's like oh God, like wasn't really necessary to just throw in a gay character, like make him gay, and it's like wasn't necessary. I have no problem with it. It's not hurting me. None of that's hurting me, none. But it's like with like the White Canary character, who Katie Lotz, who I love. Katie Lotz is like an amazing actress, and I love her characters, White Canary and Black Canary, that kind of thing. I think she's like a better Black Canary, to be honest with you. But I think it's like the more true Black Canary out of the other Black Canaries. But she's sitting there like, going through all the little of Legends of Tomorrow that I did see. She's sitting there traveling back in time, and that continuity is all over the place. And she's like sleeping on all kinds of people, and it's like you travel back in like a history, and most of the time you're dealing with people who won't look at you in like a good light if you try to, like, it's like she mess around with certain princesses and other stuff. It's like, or like whomever, like in certain time periods that is not only repressed in certain ages in history, but will rebuke you. Yeah, I don't have a problem with gay characters too. It's just like it has to be organic. It has to be like John Constantine in his inception has always been bisexual. So it's like, and same thing with like Deadpool or like Valkyrie, like from the Thor comics, like the one who Tessa Thompson plays in the MCU. Like they're well known to like sleep with men and women, and it's like that I don't, because I had no problem with it, because like that's as well as ever, it's well known, and it's like I expect that. Like I expect it to happen, like in there every once in a while, because that's known to be the like, or even Batwoman. She's a well-known lesbian. That is just like, okay, that's obvious. But if you try to fit like you try to make like make a a random character like, oh, like yeah, he likes dudes now, it's like, or it's like it's just, I might sound like whatever and everything like that, because I'm not trying to think I don't want anybody thinking like I'm being like all prejudiced or anything like that. I'm not. It's just that CW has a nasty habit of forcing all this instead of letting it happen organically. And it's just like besides all that, it's just the writing. I can ignore all that forced relationships, lesbianism, and like all that other stuff. I can gloss all over that forced stuff like that. I can gloss over that if the writing didn't suck, because like half the time CW's writing sucks. Half the time. I don't want to say all the time. They, like I said, like they had like a roller coaster. When they have their ups, I point that out very easily, and I'm being completely fair. But just that when they have their lows, it's so obvious that they're phoning it in, because it's not the actors' fault whatsoever. They do a great job. It's just like the people with the writing staff. I'm not sure who. Like, I remember Kevin Smith, wrote certain episodes for like Flash and Supergirl here and there, and it's like and because I don't remember specifically what episodes were they, but I do remember, it was like years ago at this point, but I do remember when he did like more specifically a Flash episode, and because it was like either like season 2 or 3, and like it was because prior to that it was like very sucky episodes leading up to that point, but then he had like a great episode that made a whole lot of sense and like very decent writing, and then all of a sudden once the next episode comes in, then it's like oh god, and you didn't pick it, and they don't follow up on the storyline. Sometimes they drop certain things, or they mishandle things, that like you didn't lead nowhere with it. Like, you had like a good concept and you didn't take it nowhere, or at least you dropped the ball. Yeah, I heard. I mean, I seen the CGI for a while, a little of it, and the guy who playing Superman's phenomenal. And it's like, to me personally, there's no person who played Superman, none of them who did a bad job. Even the new guy for the Superman Lois show, what I've seen of him in like Supergirl and other crossovers and stuff like that, he fits the mold perfectly as Superman and Clark. Just like Brandon Routh or Christopher Reeve, they fit that mold perfectly. And I think the key is, it's like they always cast, and I think it's always smart when casting superheroes in live action, you cast a relatively unknown person, because it worked with Christopher Reeve because he acted before, but it's here and there, but he wasn't like a well-established actor like that. And it's like, it was like and same thing with Tom Welling as Superman on Smallville. It's just that you cast a relatively unknown people so the audience can see the character rather than the actor. Because if it's like casting, like, I don't know, John Travolta as the Flash. I mean, it's like, you don't see the Flash, you see John Travolta cosplaying as the Flash. You know what I mean? That's what I like. The same thing, well, certain here and there when it comes to MCU characters too. Because like, did anybody knew who Chris Hemsworth was prior to him being Thor? Because no, as soon as he cast, all you saw was Thor. And then moving on, Chris Hemsworth was a major name then. But it's just that, I just love that, every guy who played Superman, and even Dean Cain, despite his political beliefs, that I fundamentally don't agree with, he did play a great Superman in, ironically, Lois and Clark: The Adventures of Superman, back in the 90s. But yeah, I can't say I won't check out Superman and Lois at some point. I might binge watch it, but like I'm telling you right now, because other people probably explain it more better than I can and more articulate, but it's just the sentiment is pretty much the same. It's just like Arrow season 1 and 2, fantastic. And matter of fact, season 2 is probably easily the fan favorite of everybody, because the Deathstroke character there, the guy who played Deathstroke in Green Arrow, was fantastic. But after that, the different quality. Supergirl season 1. It was on a different network. It was fantastic. So when it went on to CW season 2, moving forward, it was like a little dip. Flash season 1, fantastic. It leading into season 2, going to 3, dip in quality here and there. Black Lightning, fantastic first season, dip in quality afterwards. It's just that I eventually started to notice our pattern here. So I'm pretty sure like the Powerpuff Girls, I'm pretty sure it's going to have a fantastic season 1. Just like Superman and Lois right now, it's probably having like a fantastic season 1. But you wait until like when like halfway through season 2 leading to 3, we'll see like how they maintain that, because they don't maintain that. It is my take on it. Oh, season 3 of Titans Titans, don't get me started on Titans when it was on that streaming app, the DC app thing, but I dropped DC app when I got HBO Max. But I checked out season 1 and 2 of Titans. Suck hard garbage. Oh my god, it wasn't even fun bad like Gotham TV show. Cause this is me who followed that Gotham TV show on Fox for a long time to its completion. And that is another one that had like a great season 1. But that was on Fox, so I can't really blame CW on this one. But it's just that it had like a weird roller coaster and definitely all over the place. But it was still like fun bad. It's kind of like 90s Batman and Robin movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. That was like fun bad. I can still enjoy that movie despite how bad it is. It's the same thing with Gotham TV show. Despite certain like questionable stuff, it was just like I was engaged. It's like I want to see where this goes. It sucks, but it's like I'm fascinated how they're gonna take this. Like it's that kind of feeling, It's like you watch something like so like odd. It's just like don't shut it off. I kind of want to see where this goes. It's like that kind of thing. But like something like Legends of Tomorrow, it's not even fun bad to me. Some people disagree. Some people still have that fun bad when they watch that, but I can't stomach. There's only a certain amount of stupid my brain can intake. But like I said, I'm just sticking, and I got stuck with Arrow until its completion. I'm gonna watch the final season of Supergirl just to see how that wraps up, because I'm pretty sure when they do their last season, they're gonna pull all the stops out and make sure it's good so you can end on a high note, kind of thing, But I'm just hanging on to Flash at this point, and it's like too much shows to watch as it is. I might binge watch the entire season at a later date, but it's too much stuff to watch, and it's it's just like I don't know. And I love Superman, and I plan on doing like a Superman discussion video, because I got tired of last year. Is like I heard so many things from people, not all people, but a fair bit of people who talking about how like you can't make a good Superman story, comic or movie wise, and he's like too overpowered, he's not relatable, blah blah blah. And it's like it gets under my skin. It's like you can't. People done it before, multiple times, and it's like Superman's typically not meant to be relatable. There's no way you can be relatable to an alien with superpowers. He's meant to be an ideal. He's meant to be something you strive for. And it's like you tell like a good Superman story, you tell us like if you read like comics like Superman Earth 1, 2, and I think they make a third one. Those are like just off the top of my head, good examples of great Superman stories. You can look that up online somewhere to read those Superman Earth 1 comics. That's like a good example of how you make a very good Superman story, and or at least read like Superman Rebirth. That's a good starting point if people don't read that much or don't want to try to go too far back or pick and choose. Like those are good prime examples of like good Superman stuff. You want to get into Superman and get how he's supposed to be written, because he's supposed to, like, if you write a story, write something like either challenge, like Captain America and like the Winter Soldier. It's like, Superman and Captain America are like the ultimate Boy Scouts and optimists, and like you put them in positions where all that is challenged. Like if you watch, like, because I mentioned on my favorite DC, my video that I did on my YouTube channel, all my favorite DC films, one of them was Superman versus the Elite, where that story was a great story where like Superman was challenged on his belief in that no killing belief. Like him and Batman, it's like there's one thing they definitely agree on, despite their methods of handling justice. It's like there's no killing. Like I will not kill. I will not become like a ruler or dictator and rule with like iron fist. I will not be that. That's not how I was raised. Like because like I'm a simple farm boy from Kansas who believes in right and wrong, and like I will not take a life no matter what, and I will extend a hand out to help even to my enemies. And it's like and it's like if you watch that movie you get it. And then other stories you pit him against villains that challenge his like certain abilities. It's like with Batman's villains, it's like a mirror of his psyche in a way, or like Mr. Freeze is like a mirror version of like Batman would be if he just acts completely cold to everybody, or Penguins is like a perfect example of like if Bruce Wayne's business or money, if he abuses all that, he turns into exactly what the Penguin is, that kind of thing. So Superman, is like that kind of thing. It's like you put him against like someone like Lex Luthor, who's like like someone who got may not superpowers, but all this access to do wherever he wants and reach and everything like that. And it's like it's like a brains versus brawn kind of thing. And then you got like Parasite, who pretty much saps his strength and abilities, making him nearly human, and Superman has to outthink someone like that. Instead of using his powers, he has to use his mind to figure out how to outwit, because Parasite is not normally that smart, but you outwit that thing. And speaking of which, and I'm all over the place, but Supergirl, I love her. Like early on in her first couple of seasons, she dealt with a lot of Superman villains, and it's like, what's Superman gonna do? It's like, Supergirl done all of his villains. I mean, I guess they can just give those villains to him eventually, but that's always an issue to me. I hope Bart gets a bigger role out of comics. Bart, you talking about Bart Allen like Flash? Alright. Yeah, like, because like I've rambled on. I apologize, but it's just that the CW is like sticks in my cross sometimes. I mean, Impulse. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm getting started on Impulse. It's like I like a lot of Flash characters, but then again there was like at least not last season, but a couple of seasons prior to that, there was a lot of people was complaining about there's too many speedsters. It's like right before the Thinker season, when people complain about like we got tired of all these speedsters, and it's like they brought his future daughter into Nora into the thing, and it's like, and then even though I love Godspeed, when I read like Flash Rebirth and they brought in a new character, Godspeed, man, I love that. That's like a great idea for like a great new villain for like, because like it's like a good idea for like new villains. It's like, you know, not using the same old, you know, villains all the time. It's just like, you know, try to break the mold and like come up with some cool, interesting villains. And Godspeed is like easily one of my favorite comic book villains, right next to like Scorpion from Marvel and the Riddler. I was like, gosh, I love Godspeed. And then but just like, yeah, Impulse, I mean, I guess you could bring an Impulse in like your future shows, but like I don't even know, like I'm pretty sure like maybe after this season, maybe Flash maybe got one season left after this, because I'm pretty sure this is season 8 currently, because he maybe got like, I don't know, if they can easily stretch it to maybe like make it like a perfect 10 season, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know how long they're gonna drag out Flash anymore, because like as soon as that done, the CW verse is over with me. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got in Superman because they know that Arrow's done and like Flash is probably on his last legs, and they wrapping up Black Lightning, so like they're banking on making it just by eventually primarily Superman. And it's like, shoot, man, you like y'all really like, you know, because y'all started out strong, but wow, it's like you know things are crumbling here and there, the pieces are falling apart, you know, because like Supergirl's like you know is gonna be doing his last season later this fall, I think. Then because I'm pretty sure right after like Flash wraps up its season this year, it's probably getting into the fall, and that's when the Supergirl probably picks it up, because the lead actress Melissa Benoist, who plays Supergirl, she, just like Stephen Amell, who played Green Arrow, wants to do other stuff. And just like with Ruby Rose, you know, she had like some issues on set. You know, she was so busy with so many stuff, and she darn near got, you know, like her spine darn near got severed apparently from a stunt. And it's like, you know, she did everything she could just to get out of that stuff. Like, I felt bad for her. She, you know, got other commitments to like movie stuff. Like a lot of these TV show actors, like, you know, get back into movies and stuff. Same thing with Brandon Routh. And like they didn't end that peaceful of a note. Apparently, I didn't watch, you know, the Legend stuff, but I just caught highlights of what happened. So he's done. It's like, you know, all these long time people who's been around since, like, you know, because Green Arrow, like, you know, birthed a lot of these characters. As soon as like you know, like at least like a good half of them, darn near, of the like people who've been there since the very beginning are like just bowing out quick. Yeah, they're gonna be dependent heavily on Superman, and that's what I'm saying. There, that's another thing. I think they probably spread so thin. That's probably maybe the writing sucks so much, because like they pretty much all in the same camp. So like they, you know, bouncing back and forth. I'm pretty sure they borrowing the same writers and stuff like that. So maybe they lighten that load a bit. Maybe the writing gets a little bit better because they, you know, they don't have to like spread themselves so thin, bouncing from Legends to Flash and Supergirl and Black Lightning and that. That's, you know, but you know, yeah, eventually they're gonna be relying heavily on Superman and maybe Flash, but even then, like I said, maybe Flash got maybe like 2 more seasons in them before eventually Grant Gustin's gonna leave. Even though I love Grant Gustin's, I love a lot of these actors who played these roles, and they did it phenomenally. And Stephen Amell will always be, because I was hesitant on Stephen Amell because I've watched Smallville in one of my younger years, and Justin Hartley for the longest time was like my Green Arrow, because he was like happy Green Arrow, not so like stoic. And because I was a little perturbed they made like because Green Arrow was supposed to be like happy Batman, but they just made him just Batman anyway in the Green Arrow show. So they just made him like, y'all just basically making him Batman. He's supposed to be happy Batman. He's supposed to be a little more cheerful. They did that a couple of times, once a season here and there, and they, like I said, they drop that so fast. They do certain things where they they appease the fans at least somewhat, but then they drop it after a little bit. But anyway, like I rambled on about the CW long enough, but like I said, I'll probably eventually binge watch Superman Lois, but I do not want to. I don't want you to quote me too much on that, but I will, because I've been toying with the like, cause I want to do a video. Like, don't know if it's gonna be next month, but maybe a following month. A video about like why I love Superman, and a video like why I love Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is definitely my biggest hero, and Superman is like a good close second. Because back in the 90s when I was a little kid, my father and I watched on TV the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, and right at the same time I was watching the 90s Spider-Man TV show, and then I was reading both of their comics primarily at a young age. So that's why they pretty much stuck with me, and pretty much like made the foundation of my morals because of those two. They didn't get any rights to Batman, so they just got crazy. Yeah, that is a good point, because like things changed. I mean, like when I don't know when Green Arrow started. I'm pretty sure it was around the same time the first Iron Man movie. I think it was like 2008 when the Green Arrow show started. Man, it was like a long time. And like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like around 10 years. New Frontiers, yeah, I because I read like issue 0 for the New Frontier. I didn't care for that issue, but I'm still gonna like. I'm just glad like the whole future state thing is over, because man, that was boring. I mean, there's like a couple of outliers. Like I like the future state Harley Quinn. That was all right, and a few issues of Future State Suicide Squad. Those were all right, and there's a couple of Batman. They put a lot more effort in Batman stuff half the time, because he's pretty much like the poster child for DC. But for the most part, the Future State was boring. I can't even say it's hard garbage. It's just so boring. It's just the art was great for the most part, but it's just like it's so boring. But I read the issue 0 for Frontier. I'm gonna like check out the stuff. You should check out Crime Syndicate issue number 1 that recently came out, because I think the Crime Syndicate is like interesting villains in the DC and in the DC comics, and a great Justice League Rose Gallery, because like they're fun, because I think like Ultraman's like a proper evil, quote unquote, because I know I always complain about like I'm getting tired of like all these little evil Superman here and there. Like I'm talking about like things like The Boys with Homelander, and like the movie Brightburn a couple years back. Like ever since like the Injustice games and comics came out, like everybody wanted to do like an evil Superman. It's like, okay, the novelty wore off fast, at least for a lot of people, especially me early, like really quick. It was interesting in the first 2 games, but I didn't read none of the Injustice comics. I was like, I didn't want to sit there that watch those very just what's the word, just a downers of like of comics. I was like, I don't like downer comics, it was like always ends on a sad ass note for the most part. It's just that like I don't want to like, and I was talking with a couple of friends of mine and stuff like that, and it's like I do not want to, like, none of us want to see any more like evil version of Superman and all these different properties. The only evil version of Superman like I can actually stomach that should be around is this Earth 3 universe in DC Comics where the crime scene, where evil version of Justice League, just like the parallels of good and evil are reversed, where like in the main universe, where like in like our worlds, like good always prevails like at the end of the day, but their particular world, evil is like the purveyor of everything and good doesn't win for the most part. And it's like the Ultraman and Owlman and Johnny Quick, those are like the only evil version of like that's me personally, in my opinion, but those are the only ones that I can actually stomach and like can actually have some fun and enjoying, because like I'm more so interested in that world, how like, because like for example their dollar bill, instead of having George Washington on it, it has what's that dude, Benedict Arnold as the dollar bill, the face of the dollar bill in their universe. That's how reverse that is. And instead of like because they're like Crime Syndicate of America, but America with a K, not a C, and they're like in their universe, because the first issue of the comic, it's just a glimpse. It's not much of a spoiler, but they show like John F. Kennedy, but it looks more like a dictator instead of an actual good president. Like, so for the most part, their presidents more so dictators in a way. And was your favorite Superman as a what's your favorite Superman? Yeah, I mean, maybe this is the younger kids. I'm not even saying newer kids, like the younger kids. It's probably looking at that and thinking that's how Superman's supposed to be. Like, and that's where lies the problem with. That's me and my friends talking about. That lies the problem. It's like as younger kids who, because when they're growing up, that is what's popular at the moment. You like us older people had to like show them other stuff prior to the Injustice stuff, before the game and before the comics, of how Superman is. This is just like they don't know about different takes on Superman or different takes on Batman or Spider-Man. They don't know about that stuff, and it's like they absorbing it, and they growing up to thinking like the world's gonna be cynical, or at least there's no altruistic heroes because they don't have like a good resource. Because I grew up with, because that makes a lot of a difference, because I grew up with Christopher Reeve's Superman. I mean, I was born in '88, but I managed to watch his movies on TV when I was, conscientious and old enough as a kid to absorb that. So it was already on TV, and like I knew it was like way back, like, because the era was very different from what, like, the clothes and everything was very different from what like I was used to wearing. So I knew it was like older, like an older movie relatively. So like Christopher Reeve was my Superman, because like because Christopher Reeve, because he lived, after playing that role, he lived by the ethics and ethos of Superman. That's why his tombstone still got like the Superman insignia of it, because he was like the real life Superman to a lot of people, because he was just like a very, very good person up to the day he died. And it's like, that he set the bar, and these young kids don't know him like that. We probably have to show them that kind of thing, just saying like, this was Superman before like what you're looking at. This is what the mandate, this is the bar in terms of being like a good person. That is what you need to strive to be. That's just my opinion. I mean, what type of Superboy? Who's your favorite Superboy? Connor Kent. I was like, Connor has like always been the Superboy. Like my from because like I don't read much Superboy. I mean, because I know of him from like the Young Justice TV show. and because prior to that, I knew Superboy from like a couple of comics back in the 90s, but I didn't follow him like that. I knew of Superboy, but he didn't register as like a very cool character until Young Justice, when I got a little bit older. But anyway, thank you for joining me, Ash, and I'm sorry for rambling on. It's just like, but like there's gonna be like on camera videos where I'll be like discussing these kind of things, like a few times a month. So like eventually I will be doing like a on camera discussion video, like at least an hour or so, talking about like why I love Superman, and everything will be like Superman centered, and a video will be like all Spider-Man centered, because like why I love him. And I might do other stuff like that, maybe like a video about like why I like Black Panther as a character, things like that, here and there. Not all of them, just like a good handful that come to mind that's like cool, and characters that like I really look up to and enjoy. But I definitely will do one for Batman, because I'll be remiss if I don't do a video about why I love Batman, because it's like a lot of people will put Batman on their number one list. He's more so like 5 or 4 to me, because it's like Spider-Man, Superman, Deadpool, because I love funny characters, and I definitely put Batman next, and then Wolverine is like probably like in the number 5. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. I want to just get some rest. I didn't realize the day is pretty much catching up to me at this point, because I'm sitting again like really exhausted. But I'm surprised I kept on talking as much as I have. But I am going to like rest up a bit, relax my bones, and just but because I gotta do some laundry tomorrow morning. But I'll probably start streaming a little bit early. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll let you know. But hopefully I can do it early tomorrow, at least around maybe 4 or 5 p.m. Chicago time. I'll start streaming. I'll probably skip over Devil May Cry, since I just did this. I can just go straight into Darksiders 2 and hopefully wrap that up tomorrow, and then play a little bit of Mortal Kombat 11 and play out some Scorpion gameplay, and then hop right into some Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and do another video for that. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Ash, you have a great night, and I'm glad to have this little discussion with you, because like I have a lot to say about that kind of stuff, the whole CW, and because I love DC. I love all Marvel and DC, but I would say if I had to pick and choose which one I like more, I like Marvel a little slightly more because of Spider-Man mostly. But I love them both, and and they both have the great share of comics and great set of movies on both parts. And I already shared about all the films that I like from Marvel. If you haven't seen it, Ash, it's on my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure you already subscribed to Talkative Carl on my YouTube channel. You can check out my video for all my favorite Marvel films, animated and live action, and favorite DC films, live action and animated too. So you'll understand what my preferences are. So have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you, man.